Think about this. I'm gonna go to Puffy. Before all the allegations, when P. Diddy was having concerts, white parties, everybody loved Diddy. Take that, take that. R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. Or go to Keep It On The Down, all these songs. We loved R. Kelly, right? So now when our black moguls, the people we look up to, the people we love, people who we are fans of, when they get exposed by whoever, now and they put it on social media, now we attack them. So it's like, it's the blacks attacking the blacks. So on one hand, we say, oh, he been a culture war, but no, he just throwing it out there and he trying to say, you gonna take it. Because if we all sit up and say, okay, our brother did this, well, let's get him by here and let's go on and get on him, scold him to the side versus out in the public, then there'd be a difference.
So what should we have done with P. Diddy, you think?
Nothing. I'm gonna get out of the way because this is going too far. I'm just using for it. I'm just saying, with that's a crime because
that's what I'm saying.
They're alleging stuff that was in the baby oil and young. Until I see everything, and I can be all right, cool. Because if this really was drugs, you had to do that to drugs. You did it, bro. You got people that'll give you sex. When I be in Walmart, I have people want me to hump them in the aisle, so I know about Diddy. Yeah. This is Diddy. So there's plenty of girls want to give him cats. So I'm like, you got to drug the people for the cat? So that stuff just blowing me with that. I've always been against that.
As a celebrity, does that start making you more afraid to how you deal with women? That's because, they take down with this shit. Like,
that's what I deal with.
That's what you do with.
I'm about to say hood rats.
Oh, I thought you were going to say white women.
I'm about to go. I might start dealing with the bunnies, the snow bunnies. Because for real though, I'm selective who I deal with. I'm gonna peep out your energy. I'm gonna see what type of person you are before I deal with you. Because I could tell the ones who own some bull or whatever. And then I don't look at myself as a celebrity. I don't see how a person could get, and it's for all them people who done made up on YouTube. I don't see how you can just get on YouTube, tell a story, or just have fun with people like, oh, you're a celebrity. Like, I just don't get that.
You a celebrity.
Yeah, man.
Real life street star.
Real life street stars.
You did?
Yeah.
When you were going around killing people back in the day. Deleting.
Thank you.
Yeah, deleting.
Right, delete some more.
Did you ever want to step it up a notch? Cause the celebrities, you say he can get cat whenever he wants to. So why would he do that? But if you're going around deleting people, man, I could delete somebody like this. Maybe he doesn't want to die this way, so I'll do him this way.
Of course, you always try to think of something creative because you always want to leave a statement behind showing the enemies and everybody else that was my work.
Can I ask you, what's your most creative deletion?
That's a good one. I stayed under somebody's house to wait for them to come home.
You stayed under their house?
Yes.
That's great.
Man.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a move. That's a move.
How long?
About an hour.
Oh yeah, that's a move.
About an hour.
Man, okay.
In the bushes.
No, under the house.
Under the house.
Yeah, the houses in New Orleans that sit up.
Yeah,
you get up under the house, and back then they don't have them houses where you
weren't worried about the bugs and the.
Well, you gonna have your long sleeve on, and you gonna be geared up. Joker ain't gonna have no shorts set on with a white beater. Man, yo.
Okay,
real hot boy.
So let me ask you, Diddy is now. What do you think he's going through right now, knowing that he was like a coke addict allegedly, baby oil addict allegedly, wanting that butt. What do you think he's going through right now? He's a sex addict. So what do you think he's going through right now?
What's good, y'all? It's OB Media. Terrence Gangster goes crazy and he goes off Diddy. He said that Diddy got too comfortable just because he got so much power. He thought that he was untouchable. This ninja was really out of control. He was putting drugs in baby oil. He was taking advantage of guys. He was really on some wild timing, man. Diddy was just searching for butt. He got a whole butt experience. He's a freaking ninja. This ninja was really out of control. He was doing a lot of wild shit in this industry, and we had to hold him accountable. He thought that he was going to continue to do this bullshit and continue to get away. So we had to humble the diddler. But it is what it is, man. You need to watch a full video. Let's get it.
Now with withdrawals.
Just be going into the second phase. First, it have kicked in. I'm in here. So I'm locked. I'm stuck. Now he got to figure out how he's going to do the bid. in the morning when Miss Jackson come through, I know the pill lady gonna come through about 6 in the morning. Pill call, so you're gonna jump over that window and look at it. When she got a fat butt, you're gonna be able to look at that, or you might get your jack right quick. Then you got Miss Petty. She might come through for lunchtime. Beat it. She might come through for lunchtime with the trays and stuff. So you're gonna have a routine. Only thing that might get boring for him on Saturdays and Sundays when everything shut down. Because when things shut down, the counselor, the case managers, nobody's coming through, so you bored. You know what I'm saying? Unless they give you rec, they go outside on rec, because they start doing rec on certain places on Sundays. But for the most part, he got a lot of COs. You can best believe. Hey, Diddy walking by, smiling, giving them extra food, helping them go along. Might be sneaking little pictures with it, whatever. But I know it's traumatizing for him right now.
Would you say he's in a routine right now? Like he's now a month in, he know the routine.
Yeah, of course. Because he wasn't. It's not like he was illiterate, so he know. I know around this time, a girl gonna come through, and you got to be on that door because if you got to call out some people you want to talk to your counselor, your case manager. Oh man, what such they come through, man? She come through around this time, come through, so you gonna be up, or they gonna knock on the door. Papa, Sean, you all right? They call him Sean right now. You all right, Sean? Yeah, I'm all right. You might jump up.
So there are people who will still give you special treatment no matter what your charge is.
For fact, yeah. I used to talk. Me and this lady, we used to battle about this all the time. A CO, she said that she didn't look at pedophiles no different than murderers. She was like, I'm just here to do my job. He did this, he did that. I don't care. I'm here to do my job. So you got some, and then a lot of people do a lot of dirt on the street, but when they come to prison, they get humble. So now you start to see a little change, and you be like, okay. And a lot of COs, they'll have a little soft heart to give you a little leeway. There's gonna be a lot of favoritism, but you can best believe once they get to a compound, so well, he gonna be good.
Do you think R. Kelly's getting some action?
Yeah, of course. Of course, man.
On the down low.
Yeah, that's a fact. But you got people who love Kelly. You got males and females COs. They still looking at that. Either I was made off you. My parents, my people used to hump. I was in the bed. I used to hear people humping off your song. I remember this song, that song, coming to your concert. So you're gonna have guards and COs gonna be still happy to see Kelly.
Nah, facts. I'm surprised a lot more haven't
Some of the guards might be want a fantasy. Come in, I'm gonna come in, you handcuff me and take it from me right quick. That might be their fantasy in the cell.
Oh yeah,
man, you got some freaky guards too.
Now it's crazy because I think there was a CEO in the YSL case. Who,
that man said the little guards might want to get peed on.
It might not for real. They might be into the things. So, because I ain't gonna lie, even Charleston White, he had went to jail for 5 days, and he's like, I couldn't wait to get out. Can you explain to the people that's never been incarcerated what's the difference between jail and prison?
Jail, you in that cell all day. They bring them the nasty meals that you got to take, or you just gonna starve. Whereas prison is more freedom. You get to walk out, go to the rec yard, go to the law library, walk to the child hall, walk to in the medical. You get to walk to the commissary. You get to walk out. It's a bigger open space. Whereas jail, you just confined in there and you're going crazy if you ain't got a routine.
So Diddy, of course, he's in jail. Y'all seen the building. It's just a little 8-story building, small. He's probably kind of going a little cuckoo, just not being able to have that freedom of just getting to walk the yard with other people talking.
Well, no. See, what he had is he locked down and he going to go outside like in a cage.
Yeah.
He gonna go in the cage, right? So here's the thing now. Of course, he on housing rec alone. They gonna have on his door a red thing, housing rec alone. So he got to go outside. Ain't nobody can come to cell with him. He go outside rec by himself. But they might let other inmates come out, or they're gonna be in other cages from him, so he can still get to talk with other people. You know what I'm saying? They still might let him, but he just got to be rec alone in his cage. But there's other cages next to him where guys might come out and chop it up with him and talk, and cuss and play, whatever.
Is it ever cool to dance in jail? Like if P. Diddy wanted to dance? You
got guys that be doing talent show, be dancing. It depends on, now they get the twerking, that's different. Okay. But like regular dancing, the talent, they might laugh, but if you see somebody twerking, you're like, oh, what's going on here? But Diddy might, he might take that, might do a little something.
How dangerous is a P. Diddy on the compound?
Very dangerous because it's just like how Big Meats would hit the compound. You got to understand, it's all inmates, convicts. So people not really worrying about your charge, what you're in for. They worrying about how can I come up. How can I get Diddy to buy me or pay for me a lawyer? Or how can I get Diddy to pay for my family to come visit me? Or how can I get Diddy to buy me something from commissary? Or how can I get Diddy to fund his football ticket or basketball ticket? How can I get in Diddy pockets? How can I extort Diddy? So it's very dangerous because then you got CEOs going to be peeping him like, boy, that boy got money. I'm going to go in and bring him a carton of cigarette, bring him a cell phone for $10,000 or something.
Yeah. Is baby oil on commissary? Can you purchase baby oil?
At one time they had it, but they took it off because what guys do. And matter of fact, he home now. Zopan.
Shout out Zopan.
Yeah, he squirted Ali. He squirted some baby oil in a bowl, put in the microwave, and threw it on the dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they be taking that stuff off the commissary. We'll have certain like the low, maybe the counts might still have it, but like mediums and pins, they be taking it off.
I have to get your take. You know, you haven't spoken on this since we had him on the couch. Was our guy Vernon? He came on the couch and he just wrote a book that just got released yesterday. So shout out Vernon. He came in and told his testimony of, you know, somebody came and, you know, took his manhood and assaulted him basically. Did you get a chance to watch that interview? And what was your take on his story of that incident that happened?
Yeah, I watched it. I must watch the. Shout out to OG Person. I must watch. Congratulations, OG Person. I must watch his rebuttal to it. And I thought, I was like, I remember I was on Real Life Street Stars. I talked about how people in jail, how people do sex. I went to Vlad, did the same thing, and people was making fun of it. People didn't really take it serious until it took somebody to come right back months later or a year later and say the same thing I was saying, and now the people went crazy. I was like, wow, right? So at first I was like, he was in a penitentiary in Leavenworth, but then I had to do the homework because I called my co-defendant, who I could call now, who was in Leavenworth. And it was like, you from Louisiana, that was unheard of because we had some killers up there in Leavenworth, right? Yeah. But he was functioning with the Crips, the gangs. And I was like, that's a violation. The Crips, the gangs ain't gonna let you do that unless you willingly like, come on, man, I'm gonna let you do it. But then once they get out, I didn't want him to do that. He took, you know. So, because you got those situations, because stuff like that travels in the federal system. It travels, especially in the penitentiary. So when I heard it, then I was like, well, yeah, that happened. Because I was like, we fell in 98. So we had a homie named Vernon McKay, who was there with him back then. He's still out now, OG from the city. So I was like, man. Then I called my co-defendant, and he was like, you know, there ain't nothing like that happened on our watch. Somebody would have got murdered up there. Because Leavenworth was a killing machine when we went in there. So even before when he was there, DC was warm with the whites. So I was like, man, hold on. But like I said, I didn't want to get too far into his story or do a reaction video to it because I was like, that's his story. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I've seen guys that would kick it with dudes and will do a little stuff. And once they get to their homeboys, now they want, no, I don't want to do that. Now the homeboy, go stab him then. They'll make you go do something to show that you didn't want to do that.
So what you're saying is if a black man takes another black man, assaults another black man, that wasn't allowed from based on what your partner said, especially in the gang. Like, nah, ain't no, that ain't happening. Nah,
yeah, that wasn't happening. Yeah. That wasn't happening. I'm gonna show y'all too. Go ahead.
I don't know if you've ever known somebody who has had that happen to them, but does that make you look at them differently? Like, are their worth as a man or how you treat them and deal with them if you have any dealings with them at all?
Yeah, because, I'm gonna answer that question. Hey, yo, I'm on live right now. I'm being interviewed.
Real life.
We're on Real Life Streets. I got a question for you. You hear me? You was in Leavenworth Penitentiary, right?
Huh?
I said you was in Leavenworth Penitentiary, right?
Yeah.
You ever heard of a homie get up there?
Man, ain't no homie get on our watch. Boy, that's oxymoron. What homie you know go on my watch?
I understand. Wait, hold on. Who are you? What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
What you said?
What's your name? What is your name? Tell the people your name.
Tell us.
My name Blab. Beat Bam. All us was on the line in that word.
You, Tyree, Bouncer.
Bouncer, 31, Man 1, Old Man Country, ain't there, homie. Luke Line, ain't there, homie, from Louisiana.
But that might was before y'all time, right?
Unless Louisiana. Man, we ain't on one like that.
All right, no, we were just talking about, we got a homie from the Shreveport said that happened to him, but it might have happened before we went in the feds, though.
It probably happened. It probably happened when he was in level with Bernie McKay and them.
Did I just tell y'all Vernon McKay? I just told y'all that. So when we was in the Fed, we had like a coalition where it was all young killers in there, and it's gonna travel pen to pen. All right, bro, I'm gonna hit you when I finish, bro.
All right.
All right. That's Blab. That's OG Blab, my co-defendant.
Yeah, shout out Blab.
Yeah, we got locked up together, got sentenced together, everything. And he was in Leavenworth Penitentiary. And he said it bouncer like 6'3", 6'4". He got caught. He born and raised in New Orleans. He got caught in DC. So now he got a DC number. So you can imagine DC don't have a state. So all their inmates in the Fed. So he got DC ride with him, and he got the New Orleans car. So and it's killers up there. These guys are not, this straight goat. So when I heard this, I'm like, but then I was like, it might have happened before our homies was there. But I know Bounce was there in 92. So that's why I was like, what year did that happen to the young brother, But like I say, usually when something like that happens, you entertained it, you played around with it, first, and then once it got out, you're embarrassed. Now you switch it up. Not saying that's the case that happened with him, but that's what usually happens, But and I spoke on that kind of stuff. What happened in prison? People thought I was playing. They just took OG Giggity for play, but
Yeah, but like I was saying,
yes, sir.
If you've ever met somebody that happened to, does that have any bearing on how you treat them or deal with them?
It depends. Because I say, yes, like I said, it depends. It's this. If you come around me with the tough, I hate these homos, look at that sissy, or look at that tranny, I hate. If you pushing that anti-hate stuff, and then somebody come from another yard and be like, man, he old such and such. Like, what? Now I'm like, man, you been around here faking all the while, because you got people that wear masks. So of course it's going to affect that, because I'm thinking you on one way, but all the while you really like the meat. You really trying to see where I'm at with it with you, So yeah, that would change.
So when you go in to prison, like, what's the worst mask to put on? When you say people wear masks, like, what's the worst mask you could put on?
Coming out the gate trying to be tough. Usually when the loudest man with the rah-rah trying to be tough, that'd be the weak one. Usually when you have people, man, these rats, I don't want to be around rats, you got to check his paperwork. It's usually the loudest one be the weak one.
Now,
I've seen it too many times.
Now, there was a comedian that I was watching. His name is Ali Sadiq. And he said one time he was getting ready to go on the yard. And he said as soon as he hit the little thing, he looked at him and said, I can't wait till he get out here. I'm going to beat his ass. He said he didn't know dude from Can of Paint. So it's like, is that not the attitude you want to have coming on the yard? Like that you are hard? Like how, once you get out there, how should you play it?
Okay. I can only speak from the feds.
Okay.
I can't speak for the state, because what happens is we have a hands-off policy.
Got you.
So if he from our car, and I don't care if you don't like him or not, you put your hands on him, now it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So he might be in the state, because in the state is get it how you live. They just wild out a little bit. You might have little hoods, but in the feds, no. I don't care if you don't like my homie. As long as my homie good, clean, you not about to put your hands on him, or it's going to be a murder, or somebody going to happen. It's going up.
I want to talk to you real quick about the, we're going to take it to, Cash Money for a second. And real quick, who made you fit? Is that?
Oh, man, my partner exclusive. Hold on, man.
Let's get it.
He got me with the third wall down the pan. Okay. He got, hold on, y'all know there's a lot of Diddy stuff on us, so no.
Oh, shit. Y'all
check out you see the shirt?
OG. Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll see that stuff.
Yeah, damn, you look.
And this interview is interesting, man. Terrence Gangster goes in on Diddy because all of these weird conspiracies and theories are really coming to light. Because why would you got drugs in the baby oil, 800 lube, 800 dildo? Man, Diddy was really on some freaky timing. So a lot of people are saying that Diddy is getting lit in jail. He's getting catch with alcohol. He's wilding out. He might be keeping freak off in that shit. But if someone smashed Diddy, he would not feel no way, because that ninja gay. He's a queer. He was getting guys with BBC to bang his chick while he watching masturbate, and he be cheering them on. Do it to her, King. Get it, do it to her. And you have to come. That shit is mandatory. So when the escort come and then they went in the room, Cassie rubbed that shit on Diddy's nipples. So I don't know what type of inspiration he got from that shit, but this ninja is more than weird. Why would you do something as weird as that? That shit is disgusting. So a lot of people are saying that Cassie's not a victim. She was willing to do all of the freaky shit. So a lot of these celebrities know what was going on for so long and did not say shit, because all of them are freaky. All of them are with the shit and they're a part of the club. You have to do something if you want to be accepted. You have to do some freaky shit. You have to do sexual favors. So all of these girls and guys know what they're getting themselves into. Either you sell your soul, you give up your manhood. But Diddy, he was definitely the booty bandit. He be taking advantage of a lot of guys. He was really out of control. Why the hell would you go to Kid Cudi's house and do something to his dog? And his car got blown up allegedly. So this ninja was really out of control. He was power trippy. He just believed that he can do anything in this industry and get away with it. But we had to humble him. And what they did Cassie in that lobby, that was some wild shit. Diddy should have get charged criminal for that wild shit, man. That shit was out of control. So a lot of people are saying that R. Kelly's a freak and Diddy is a freak and Diddy can get out of jail and redeem himself. I don't think so, man. His reputation is tarnished. A lot of people's not gonna work with Diddy no more. They're gonna be scared. So a lot of people are saying when Diddy get out and he keep his big party, if I'm going, I'm gonna bring my bodyguard and I'm not drinking nothing. I'm gonna drink from a bottle because this ninja be spiking drugs, doing all type of weird shit just to get booty. This ninja got a strategy just to get that shit, man. Vanilla, chocolate, he's on some wild timing. And we had to do something about this bullshit. Because Diddy was not gonna stop. Won't stop, won't stop. Bad boy. Take that, take that. It's just crazy. But it is what it is, man. It's OB Media. Have a blessed day.
Okay, we're doing it. We're getting into it. Look at us. Okay, so obviously we know what's going on with Diddy and Cassie, but that's settled. So we're going to get into some shit surrounding all of this, you know? Some people are saying Diddy is just an overprotective, over-friendly guy to certain people, while others are calling him the gay hip-hop boogeyman.
When you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit.
A very confident Diddy says to Noriega, I love it when you're like this, Daddy. I love when you're scrounging and scraping and scrambling and shit. Obviously, Noriega knows what that lingo means as he's doing the scrambling and scratching and scraping and shit. It's no secret that Diddy refers to certain men as daddy.
Did you miss me, though? For real.
Here's a very helpless Fab at this moment. Looks a bit frightened.
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
And we see Fab starts to stutter.
We.
Damn. Sorry. Then we have a man claiming that he witnessed Diddy dangling Wale over a balcony for being in the studio with Cassie. Wale responds like a noble poet, the slow demise of authentic journalism. I used to pray for Gullible. Now I'm scared of him. Wild times. Did he hang you off of there? I'm about the slow demise of the journalist. Did he hang you off of there? Damn. Now, from just looking at this picture, people would assume that Diddy and Meek had something going on or whatever. In my opinion, it's not the shirts. It's the way Meek is posing, you know. But he does that. It's always Meek's pose, you know, because here we see a very arched Meek on the side of the pool.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in.
He looks a little distressed, like he's been scrambling and scraping and ouchie. Diddy in this video refers to Meek as daddy, putting in that work. Again, no secret to that. Now this one is very interesting.
Out arenas and everything, starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, you know, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
Now, of course, we're all thinking the same thing. I know. Why the you be hanging out with him? But we cannot negate the fact that young Justin Bieber was around Usher as well. Nothing there. Interesting footage of Diddy getting a haircut.
When I was, man, DJ, give me the thing, man. I'm loved now, y'all. So back in the day, somebody got thrown out the window for that shit. But not no more. I just handle it with grace.
We saw the diddler about to come out, didn't we? Shit. Diddy allegedly pressured Cassie to get breast plants in 2009 and then forced a surgeon to take them out and redo them 1 week post-op because he didn't like the results. I think what we're all missing here is who's the doctor? And is he still a doctor, right? What? In the middle of all this drama, we have DJ Academic's Rosie O'Donnell body built wide hip lumberjack dyke shaped ass tweeting to Young Miami. Young Miami, your loud ass ain't tweeting 4 days. Come on, don't make it this obvious. What you gonna say? Yeah, period? Like, he ain't do nothing to her.